Lead with a story from the presidential villa, where President Muhammadu Buhari has launched a 62.1 billion naira fund to improve efforts towards sustaining the country's HIV response, addressing killer diseases and public health emergencies. The trust fund was launched at an event at the State House on Tuesday. President Buhari said he was hopeful that a private sector-led initiative will surpass the 62 billion naira target in the next 5 years in order to adequately provide requisite treatment for HIV-positive mothers while contributing to closing the funding gap for HIV in Nigeria. The private sector-led funding for the HIV Trust Fund of Nigeria is expected to crystallize a sustainable financial mechanism for the mobilization and deployment of domestic private sector resources, particularly aimed at preventing mother-to-child transmission of HIV in the country. Nigeria's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has been directed to immediately withdraw a circular instructing the nation's embassies abroad to disregard the implementation of the 2022 Appropriation Act. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, gave the directive following a closed-door meeting between the House and the Ministry. National Assembly correspondent Joke Adisa reports.
The Parliament, like many Nigerians, has been concerned about the sorry state of the nation's embassies and high commissions abroad. To stem the tide, the National Assembly empowered the embassies to spend components of their capital expenditure without recourse to the parent ministry. But the ministry will not have these. It countered a letter from the House Committee on Foreign Affairs directing the immediate implementation of the 2022 budget.
For me, that's the baseline.
This is why the Speaker summoned the Minister to a round table.
I think the meaning of ambassador is very clear. They are a reflection of Nigeria. But when an ambassador does not have a car, or his car is 15 years old, and it breaks down every single time on the road, car's even broken down with me in it before, and they have to hurriedly the flag that is flying, the Nigerian flag there, and put it in their pocket to avoid embarrassment. You go into an embassy, the toilets are not working. You ask them why, they say there's no money.
Of importance, of national importance, and we are gratified and appreciate the opportunity for us to sit around the table to discuss these issues.
The meeting retires behind closed doors and lasts for over 2 hours. At the end, the minister will not attend to inquiries from newsmen, but the Speaker says the law remains sacrosanct.
The law remains the law, and we expect that in the next 30 days, hopefully maybe even less, they express some concerns in terms of procurement, and we're not going to, because of those concerns, continue the way we are, but we'll address those concerns either by way of amendment to the Procurement Act or whatever else we need to do. But what is sacrosanct or paramount is that our embassies, the power to do certain things, maybe not to do all things, but to do certain basic things.
Although details of the behind-the-doors meeting were not made public, it is the resolve of the House of Representatives to see that the 2022 Appropriation Act is implemented to the letter. Joke Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.